Hello and welcome to the Filipina Karen YouTube channel. Today we are in Maragondon, Cavite, Philippines. Maragondon is politically subdivided into 27 barangays. Each barangay consists of puroks and some have sitios. Today we are here to visit the shrine of Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution and considered a national hero of the Philippines. He was a co-founder and later Kataastaasang Pangulo, or in Spanish, Presidente Supremo, in English, Supreme President, often shortened by contemporaries and historians to Supremo, of the Kataastaasan, Kagalanggalang Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, more commonly known as the Katipunan, a movement that sought the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule and started the revolution. The town or cities which supported the Katipunan cause were given symbolic names such as Magdiwang, in English to celebrate, for Noveleta, Magdalo, in English to come, for Kawit, Magwagi, in English to win, for Naic, Magtagumpay, in English to succeed, for Maragondon, Walangtinag, in English never-diminished, for Indang and Haligue, in English wall, for Imus, are all in the province of Cavite. Within the society functioned a secret chamber called Cámara Reina, which was presided over by Bonifacio, Jacinto, and Pio Valenzuela. This mysterious chamber passed judgment upon those who had betrayed their oath and those accused of certain offenses penalized by Katipunan laws. Every Katipunero stood in fearful awe of this chamber. According to Jose P. Santos, throughout the existence of the secret chamber, above 5 Katipuneros were convicted and sentenced to die by it. The death sentence was handed down in the figure of a cup with a serpent coiled around it. In the course of the revolution against Spain, a split developed between the Magdiwang faction, led by General Mariano Alvarez, and the Magdalo faction, led by General Baldomero Aguinaldo, cousin of General Emilio Aguinaldo, both situated in Cavite. At the convention in Tijeros, Cavite, the revolutionaries assembled to form a revolutionary government. There, on March 22, 1897, it was decided to dissolve the Katipunan and establish a republic. So this is the main gate in this area where we have to write our names and the time we arrived at this place through the security. And after that, we're now ready to continue with our journey to Andres Bonifacio Shrine. Bonifacio lost his bid for the presidency of the revolutionary government to Emilio Aguinaldo, who was in Pasong Santol, fighting the Spanish forces, and instead was elected Secretary of the Interior. When members of the Magdalo faction tried to discredit him as uneducated and unfit for the position, Bonifacio declared the results of the convention as null and void, speaking as the Supremo of the Katipunan. Despite this, Aguinaldo took his oath of office as president the next day in Santa Cruz de Malabon. In the present day, it's in Tansa, Cavite, as did the rest of the officers except for Bonifacio. Bonifacio and a few others issued the Acta de Tijeros, proclaiming the events at the Tijeros Convention to have been disorderly and tarnished by chicanery, followed by the Naic military agreement characterizing actions at Tejeros to have been treasonous. We are now entering the Andres Bonifacio Shrine and Eco Park. As you can see, it's just us in here at the moment, and together with the plenty of dogs and the guy who opened the gate for us. This is a huge place. And this is the shrine with our Philippine flag up. 2 years ago, I visited this place with my family, and today I'm visiting it again to show you this historical landmark here in Maragondon, the resting place of the Supreme President and the father of the Philippine Revolution, and considered a national hero of the Philippines, Andres Bonifacio. On the basis of committing sedition and treason against the government, Andres Bonifacio and his brother Procopio being arrested due to alleged incidents in Indang, and upon the orders of the Council of War, or Consejo de la Guerra, led by General Mariano Norial and approved by General Aguinaldo, they were both executed by Major Lazaro Macapagal on May 10, 1897 at Mount Buntis in Maragondon, Cavite. He and his brother were buried in an unmarked grave. The Katipunan Revolution led to the eventual establishment of the First Philippine Republic. The Philippine Republic, more commonly known as the First Philippine Republic or the Malolos Republic, was a short-lived, nascent revolutionary government in the Philippines. In 1918, the American occupational government of the Philippines mounted a search for Bonifacio's remains in Maragondon. A group consisting of government officials, former rebels, and a man reputed to be Bonifacio's servant found bones which they claimed were Bonifacio's in a sugarcane field on March 17.